First we have Intern. Intern is a completely free class, also being the first class you get when you play. You start with an extra 10 sanity, which is solid, but not as useful. On level 2, you start with 0.15 more sanity, and on level 3, you start with 20 more. It's good if you are a beginner. Nurse's advantage is starting with 1 extra inventory space. It's not completely useless, and can be used in situations often, if you use it correctly. You can buy the nurse for 20 animal coins. Not as bad and good for starters. Level 2 giving you 2 more inventory space, and level 3 giving 3 more inventory space. It's useful and can be used in situations if you use it correctly. Secretary. Secretary is definitely a good class to buy if you're best at checking in patients, and one advantage is every patient you check in, you get more sanity, which can be useful if you're looking for more sanity and great at checking in patients. So this one is recommended if you are usually at the front. Here are more advantages you get with Secretary every level. Psychologist. I wouldn't really recommend this one since it's a gamble. Getting double sanity can be useful, but losing double sanity can be very dangerous and may cause you to die earlier. While the bonus is nice, the downside is stronger than the upside, so I wouldn't recommend it overall. It can be useful if you level it up to 3, since there's a 15% chance to ignore the downside. However, that's still only a 15% chance, so it's not very reliable. Because of that, I don't think it's worth spending your time leveling up, and I'd recommend picking a different class instead. Doctor is a good class. If you focus on healing patients rather than being on the front lines, you gain extra sanity when healing, which is a reliable bonus, and you already have a good amount of sanity to begin with. The extra utility also helps in dangerous situations, letting you respond faster to surgeries, fires, and rituals. Overall, I'd recommend this class if you're good at supporting and healing patients. Security? Security isn't a bad class, but I don't think it's worth the coins. The taser can be useful, but it appears in shops later on, and you usually won't need it in the early game since there aren't many threats during the first few rounds. The stats are decent, but the taser is really the main advantage. Overall, it's a good class with some useful situations, but I wouldn't personally recommend it. Head Nurse is definitely worth the Robux if you enjoy healing and supporting patients. It might be a bit pricey, but it's worth it. You start with lots of utility, extra money, good sanity, and 3 extra inventory slots. The extra money helps you buy useful items later in the game, and the utility is great during emergencies. Overall, I'd highly recommend this class for support-focused players. The Surgeon is a good class, but very pricey. It starts with a good amount of money and useful utilities, plus enough cash to buy helpful items early in the game, even though it costs around 2,000 animal coins. It can be worth it if you want to be useful in critical situations, like outbreaks, or when the ambulance arrives. However, it may not be worth the grind, since it only gives a few advantages. Overall, it's best for players willing to spend time grinding. Secret Agent is a good class, but not worth almost 900 Robux. It has strong utility and good stats, and it comes with a gun with 20 shots, which can help shoot anomalies and skinwalkers attacking patients. However, the price is very high for what you get. I'd only recommend it if you have a lot of Robux to spend. Otherwise, it's not worth it. That's all for today. Let me know if you want anything else I should analyze. In conclusion, all classes are useful, depending on your liking and skill.